The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Welcome to the studio. Our boss, David McClung.
Hi, David.
Hey, Shawnee.
So Dave and I were at a birthday party on Saturday night, and Dave told me a story, and I said, you need to tell the rest of the gang this story on air. Take it away.
I've been trying to think how
David.
to do it without getting fired.
That is a great start.
You're the boss. Last week, I was messaging a friend. I don't know how to describe it. It's, I guess, a special friend who we sometimes send.
I got it. Yeah. Send messages
I think
to.
it's safe to say a potential
What does that mean?
I don't know.
lover,
yeah.
shall we say?
No. No, but okay, I get where you're going.
Temporary one.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Short-term lover.
Short-term labour. Can we put it that way? Okay.
Yeah. So I sent this person a Snapchat, which was of my
Body part.
Sexy bit.
consensual, by the way. We've done
That's
this
right.
before, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah. And it was weird because I didn't get a response.
Well, I was taking some time, Dave, but I swear I sent one back to you.
But anyway, then I looked and I'd sent it to the wrong person. And worse than that, I'd sent it to someone that we work with, in a straight married man.
We have him on the phone here. Leno, who used to work with us, he used to press the buttons back in the day, and now he's a big wig.
Oh, he's a champion.
Leno, hello.
Morning.
Good morning, Nat. Good morning, Sean. Morning, David.
Good morning.
And Ross is here
Ross is
too,
here
by the
too,
way.
yeah.
Leno.
Can I talk
Okay,
it
Rob.
through first? So I did look, and I was trying to figure out how to unsend a Snapchat because I could tell Leno hadn't looked at it yet because Leno lives in Sydney, so
Yeah.
he'd already gone
Yep.
to bed.
Yes.
And
Quite late at night, was it, Dave?
Weird time. Booty call.
you have no idea how much Googling I did. I couldn't on for the life
Can I
of me.
undo this?
I couldn't figure out how to do it. It did say that if you block them on Snapchat,
Yeah.
some people said that helped. So I blocked Leno on Snapchat.
Yes.
But I still wasn't sure it had worked. So I had to send Leno a message saying, hey, just to let you know, I've accidentally sent you a Snapchat of my, please don't open it. And
Leno,
What happened?
did you open it?
Okay, so I thought this is going to be very handy to have in your back pocket for a
Oh,
while.
definitely.
I did torment Dave with sending him videos of people looking at their phone shops that he knew as well, other colleagues. And then I just left it sitting there. And then for the next 2 weeks, anytime I wanted to do there was work I didn't want to do, I just said, remember that I have an unopened Snapchat on my phone, Dave.
I mean, it's a great bargaining chip, isn't it? That's just amazing.
So, Leno, it probably would have been weighing on you at some stage. Should I just have a sneak peek?
Well, this is the thing. Dave then told me so often that, no, if you block them, they can't see it. Like,
Yes.
it doesn't happen.
You
But for all Snapchat users out there, if you are blocked, that picture will still come up.
So, did you screenshot it? Everybody?
You can't do that because you get notified. So I took a photo of it from another phone.
he's joking. Leno was very good about it. Leno and I get along very well. Leno's been great about it.
Dave doesn't want to get in more trouble. Leno,
You know, he's on the other side of the country. He can do whatever he likes.
What if our HR department is listening?
Did you have to explain this to the wife? What was the story there? Because it sounds like I accidentally sent me.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that certainly would raise some question marks. But the unfortunate thing for Dave is his reputation precedes him.
Yes.
And she was like, "Oh, how am I not surprised?" Of all of your friends.
Classic Dave.
great job, Leno.
Leno.
Anyway,
Magic.
Leno will be running this company by the end of the week.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got dirt on everyone
That's
now.
right. You're right. You're what we call our new boss, Leno. Look forward to working with you. Look, let's talk about it. I think the topic we should do is maybe, oops, that wasn't meant for you.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be necessarily a sexy Snapchat.
I don't know how sexy you are.
Don't undersell yourself, Dave.
He's having to a friend of mine, Matthew. I'm going to go with his first name. I won't say the nicknames. But he was down at the raffles and he was having a meeting with somebody and it was going really poorly.
Like a business meeting kind of thing
It was
about
going really poorly.
Yeah.
He wasn't getting along with the guy at all. So the guy got up up to go to the toilet and left his phone on the table. Matthew rings another friend, Brad. I'll go with his first name as well.
Rings him or texts him?
Texts him. And he says, this is going terribly. A lot of swear words about the guy he's dealing with.
Like a quick character assessment.
Yep. And give me a call in like 5 minutes so that I can use that as a way of getting out of this meeting.
Yep.
And he pressed
So
sends.
girls get out of dates, but keep going.
He press sends, the phone is on the table and just beeps.
Oh,
and
no.
he realised he's sent it directly to this guy who's just gone to the toilet. So he reckons the first thing that went through his mind is he stood up, he grabbed this guy's phone and he's thinking, I'm pegging
Because
this
he'd be
thing.
looking at it like, can I delete it? Can I delete it?
Yeah.
But you can't.
He can't. So he's got it in his phone and he's thinking,
his
I'm going to
hand.
just peg this into the river. Because you're right. You know, you're out in that outdoor section at the raffles.
He comes back and it's like, where's my phone? I know you took it with you to the toilet.
So what do you do?
In the end, he decided to come. The best thing was he came clean to the guy face to face and then just left.
Yeah.
That is super
That's
awkward.
mortifying. Roxy's in Belden. Morning, Roxy.
Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Roxy.
Okay, Rox, so we are talking when, like, oops, you had that feeling, oops, that's not meant for you. What happened?
Yeah, so it wasn't actually me. It was my brother-in-law, and it was about 10 years ago. And Instagram had just started, and he had just started dating a girl who he's actually now engaged to. And he went onto Instagram because they had this filter thing where you could, filter your pictures. And he thought, he took a, obviously, shot of his bits and put the filter on, but didn't realise that he actually posted it to Instagram.
But at least there was a filter on it, so it looked good,
Yeah. Until he got a message from one of his mates saying, hey, mate, I don't know if you realise, but your bits are all over the internet.
Yeah.
How long would have it lasted up before you...
Don't say how long.
That's really good.
Lasted up.
Lasted up. Yeah. I mean,
We'll just move on.
Was it on Instagram for long?
I don't think so. It was probably like a few hours, and Instagram was quite new, so there weren't too many people on it, but the story
Still.
does get circulated still to this day.
The fact that he filtered that.
Yeah, I know.
It's a different shade.
Look, it's best.
Yeah.
Valencia, no, black
Whack
and
the
white.
Paris filter on that. It comes up a treat through that, the wrinkles. Thanks, Roxy. Ashley's in Girraween. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
All right, Ash. Okay, what have you got for us? What happened?
So I worked for this guy probably like a year ago now, and he was just horrible. He would make me do his personal things, pick up, shoes for him, and I was his bookkeeper at the time. So he was just horrible, and one day he was just being an absolute ass, and I was messaging my partner, and I was just going in about my boss.
Yep.
Yes.
Coming clean.
And I've accidentally sent it to my boss.
Ash, what do you
happened?
do then? I mean, obviously, you feel in the pit of your stomach, you feel so bad.
I was just like beside myself. I was crying. I rang my partner and I was just like, oh my God, I've just sent him this message and I've called him all these names.
Yes.
I've gone in and my boss ended up calling me and just blasting me, and then I lost my job on the spot. So,
But also, was that secretly really just a good thing?
it was. Looking back, it was, because he would call me at 11 o'clock at night and want me to do all these things, and it was a blessing in disguise, but I've never been so scared.
Yes.
In my life, I was shaking, and it was horrible.
He should have been better than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because clearly that's failure's feedback, as the great man used to say.
Yes.
So you read that and you go, I must have been terrible for this person to be in this position. If they... Yeah.
But he was it sounds like he was a narcissist who wouldn't have seen that. He would have seen that the problem was clearly Ashley and not him, because he's perfect. Ash.
Yes, it was horrible.
That's a horrible experience, but I think obviously it was for the best.
And you told him.
Yeah.
And you told him.
Yeah.
You said your bit. You didn't mean to.
Yeah.
You said your bit about it.
Yeah.
To him.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Got it off my
Ash.
chest.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's scary.
Sarah's in Canning Vale. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, guys.
All right, what got sent to the wrong person, Sarah?
That was actually my dad a few years ago. So I was at work and I got a text message from him. It's not like Snapchat, so you kind of have access to it straight away.
Yeah.
And he had sent me a photo of him had a girlfriend named Sarah as well. So I assumed sent it to the wrong Sarah.
That is...
He tried to cover it up.
How?
But
What did he say?
With a sock.
How do you cover that up?
He said it was an accident, and the camera was just on accidentally.
Oh,
whatever,
and he had no
but
pants on.
Well,
and
yeah.
It was not an accident. It was very well prepared. That's all I would say. I was
well prepared. Sarah.
You don't want to see that side of your dad.
No, and then I asked him if he wanted me to forward that to the right Sarah, just to tease him a bit. But yeah, I think he couldn't look at me, and we sort of were a bit awkward for about 2 weeks after that.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
God.
You've seen a side of your dad that no daughter needs to see.
A
You know what I
side
mean?
or a leg?
That's just stuff a
Oh,
nightmare.
I'm mortified on everybody's behalf there. That's awful. But and dads, if you're going to date someone and their name is the same as your daughter's, you need to put something in your phone that makes it very apparent that they're different people. Very apparent.
Well, just don't send those pics.
Oh, no, that's not an
that's-
option.
okay,
What are you
sorry.
talking about?
Ross.
Apologies.
Look, we're loving these stories. Let's do some more. Laura, hello.
Hey, how you going?
Good, Laura. What happened?
Okay, so I worked in aged care for 24 years. When emails first came out,
Yes.
and one of our lovely residents had passed away, so our manager had sent a message out to everyone to let us know. And I've written back OF, like the F word, because we love this lady.
Yeah.
And I thought it was just going back to my manager, and I didn't realise it was going back to about 400 staff.
Oh.
So,
The old,
I was called into
group
the
message,
office and,
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look...
Anyway,
Do you get in trouble, Laura?
Oh, not a lot of trouble. They knew my personality, but they just wanted me to realise that, you know, if he's replying to an email, that it's going to go to everybody.
The old reply all, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that'd get me.
And it was at the
regularly.
beginning. It was at the beginning of email.
Yeah.
You know,
But I think that was a nice thing to say because you were fond of that lady.
The sentiment was there.
Sentiment.
I mean, your language,
for sure.
filthy potty mouth. But the sentiment's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Thanks, Laura. Colin's in Stratton. Morning, Col.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
All right, Colin, what happened?
Okay, so look, it wasn't me, it was my sister. The long and short of it, and I'll preface it with, she's 24, dating this lovely guy, Adrian. Now, they'd been going out for 6, 8, 9 months, whatever at this time. And they finally got that, like, oh, it's okay to send those pictures phase, which I don't know, that's where they were at, right?
Yeah.
The problem is, my uncle's name is also Adrian, and his wife is also Jess.
Oh.
So, they actually had exchanged photos before realizing that it was each other.
Oh.
Hang on,
You
wait.
had two of the combination, two women with Jess.
Yes, so
the two men were Adrian.
The Adrian-Jess
Yeah.
combination times 2.
And then, obviously, the horrified reaction when it sounds like... So I actually had to fact-check this. I asked them, when did I find out? She said, Adrian, apparently, my uncle had, spoken to his wife, going like, I love that pic, blah, blah, blah.
And she said,
she's
what
gone,
pic?
What picture?
How well do you know your partner? You're not picking that up.
Because you should know their body, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
Or their, is a face in
Recognise
there?
the angle. There maybe is a different angle to what you're
Well,
used
we
to
did
looking
talk
at
about
them.
filters just before.
I mean, good for her, because she's 20 years older than, my Jess.
Yes.
So, power to her if she can pull that off. But, it was an interesting family...
makes Christmas awkward, I reckon,
Yeah, Cole.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Cole, I've got two sister-in-laws that are both Nicole McManuses, and their middle name starts with a J too, so that's always making things difficult for them. But they're having that combination, two Jesses, two Adrians in the family.
When is your uncle as well? Like when you discover you've been sending sexy pics to your uncle...
Back and forth.
That's not good.
If he sends one back,
like it was only the one.
Right.
But,
One is too many. I'm just going to put it out there. Oh, Colin. Thank you. Great stories, everybody.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
This is a great opportunity to catch up with a champion. She's one of the ambassadors for the Ovarian Cancer Research Foundation, have an annual campaign with Witchery are great supporters of this. It's the White Shirt campaign. 100% of gross proceeds when you buy the specific white shirt, and it is this year designed by one of the Victorian Woods designers, which is amazing. And they've got white jeans as well, so you can pair it up. So check those out because, it's this is a great fundraiser for the OCRF, and one of the ambassadors this year is none other than Olympic gold medalist in the kayak cross, Noemie Fox, who joins us now. Noemie, hello.
Morning.
Hello, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure.
It's a great cause. We're right behind it. What drew you to being an ambassador for this, Noemie?
I think it's just one of the iconic, long-lasting campaigns that you see and are always inspired by. And when I got the call to be in this campaign, it was definitely one of those pinch me moments. When you kind of get a platform, I know that I'm someone that wants to know how I can, use it to the best of my advantage to spread the right message. And I think working with the OCRF is, one of the most important messages out there that we need to really kind of bring back into the limelight. So, it's been such an incredible campaign to be part of with so many incredible women as well.
Oh, no doubt. And you're a great ambassador, of obviously coming into everybody's hearts when you won gold in the slalom cross. That was amazing, obviously. How do you protect your own time? Because there'd be so many people wanting to
yes, you would get approached for so many things to be a face of. Yeah?
Yeah, I think it's like there's definitely a lot of excitement that comes with that because obviously for me it's quite new and I'm trying to say yes to everything that, appeals to me. But, when I get stopped in the street, especially, maybe 7 months post-Olympics, it's still exciting to relive those and hear everyone else's Olympic journey or where they were when they were watching. So now it's definitely, something that I still love. But definitely coming back from the Olympics in August was just a shell shock as to, how lives changed and everyone wanting a little piece of you. But, now I think it's really special to be reliving Olympics and having more, intimate moments or doing school talks and things like that. So it's still really nice.
Well, why don't we quickly relive the moment that it happened? So this is American commentators. We'll have a listen.
What a story.
That's an incredible story.
Naomi Fox, a gold medal. Jess Fox, her sister, 2 gold medals. 3 golds between the sisters. Are you kidding me?
Firstly, was that you screaming in the background there?
I think that was Jess, and I was laughing at that. There was just so much screaming and raw emotion because it was just unbelievable, it's just the way it unfolded. So, it makes me laugh hearing all those guttural screams that we were letting out.
It's so good.
Obviously.
What a moment. And the thing was, so talk to us about, so this was Paris, but talk to us about Tokyo, because you were there but not competing and you were there supporting Jess, and then 3 years later you're winning gold.
Yeah, exactly. So Tokyo, I was an Olympic commentator actually, and managed to go watch Jess win that first historic gold for the women's canoe, and it kind of just made me really. It was kind of final straw for me to commit everything and try go for Paris. I was just over being in the stands, in the sidelines, or behind the scenes. Like I really wanted to have my final moment, and it's in those moments where someone will win gold or a heartbreak that sport just makes you live such extreme emotions, and you want to kind of keep chasing that and eventually live your own and make other people dream and make other people stand up in their couches and scream with you. So to be able to have done that in Paris is just something that will be grateful for for the rest of my life.
You saw her do it, you go, I wouldn't mind that gold medal as well.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, okay, I want one.
Sisters, you both got gold medals, but let's go back to before you had gold medals. What did you fight about growing up?
It's funny I talk about this sometimes, but Jess is not someone that you can really fight with. She's so calm and chill that you kind of just eventually think, all right. So,
you're the problem.
It is annoying, She's just the perfect role model and got the best ATAR, and then
unbearable.
Today we kind of we don't fight a little bit more, but I still, because she's so nice, I get away with stealing a lot of her clothes or this and this, and then she'll pick up on my Instagram and say, hey, are those my shoes? And I'll say, oh, yeah, oops.
God, there was so much goodwill towards your whole family.
Yes.
And we're so lucky to have you competing for Australia.
Yes.
You have the opportunity to do that for France.
Yes, because of your mum,
Do you guys speak French?
Yeah, we speak French. Franglish is the first language, I'd say.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's awesome. And I wanted to know also, I'm not sure if you've had a big break or where you are at your training at the moment. Of course, there's always another World Championship around the corner or an Olympic game. So how's life at the moment?
It's good. It's busy. We just actually wrapped up our national championships. I came away with 2 titles, which was good. And then in 2 weeks, we head overseas for the start of our World Cup. So we're definitely in crunch time. But then, excitingly, we have the home World Championships in Penrith, so Western Sydney, in October. So there hasn't been that much of a break because of this, kind of next big milestone and that opportunity of competing on a home course in front of a home crowd. So we're lucky that we love the sport, and it's kind of like surfing in that sense. It's exciting, it's fun, and that definitely makes it a lot easier to get back in the boat,
Yeah, surfing you just mentioned, right? So if you win a WSL competition, it's $100,000 generally is the...
you've got that prize money?
Okay, I take that back.
What do you get? Anything? Do you get anything?
Is there any monetary value, like even $5,000 or something if you win win an event?
A world title?
So we really call it a passion sport, right? It's not professional in that sense, but there will be a little bit of cash prize if you win the overall World Cup, but not for the World Championships. So, you do it for the love of the waves.
It's amazing. And, I mean, the one that you won the gold medal for, that cross event, where basically it's like you drop in off the roof of a barn. That's what it looks like. It looks like you would practice this by dropping into the swimming pool off the roof.
That's actually good.
It's definitely a contact sport.
Yeah, so, and it is such a physical sport. So you must have to train in all sorts of ways in order to be the strongest and the best at your sport.
Yeah, it's definitely physical, and, compared to the canoe slalom events, we're pushing down an 18-kilo boat, so it's very heavy. Everything is much more physical. So outside of the water, we'll have to do a lot of endurance training and strength training in the gym, and a lot of altitude training as well to, build up your endurance. So there's a lot that kind of goes into it, but a lot of water and sprint training and then technical training. So it definitely keeps it exciting because you always have something to work on. We're
so
not
like
just,
swimming where you're just going up and down the pool all the time.
I was going to use that example, and then I thought I might not throw them under the bus. But.
I would give anything for your core, by the way. I mean, I wouldn't do all of the exercise you're doing, but I would give anything for your core.
You're guaranteed to have a sweet rig. That's it. Because you've got to do all the stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Cross-training, literally.
Yeah, well, we'll have to take you for a spin one day and you can test out the core control.
No. I know that my core would not be up for it.
God, I think we'd all be in trouble.
I'm very happy to watch you, though, because you are incredible. Well done. And this is such a great campaign to be a part of. You can, for every white shirt and white jeans sold at Witchery during this campaign, which ends on the 8th of May, so hurry up, you 100% of the gross proceeds, we're not talking profits, we're talking the gross proceeds.
That's so good, Nat.
Goes to the Ovarian Cancer Research Foundation. You're a great ambassador for it. Noemie, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thanks so much for having me.
Now back to training.
That's it, crunches.
Thank you, Noemie.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
We're playing Pet Tales right now where somebody's going to win $1,000 cash. Thanks, Rover.
We got Olivia first up. Olivia, we're just talking about the awkward reasons you might have taken your pet to the vet. What's your story?
Yep. So it's actually not about me. It was about a client we had. I was a vet nurse in Sydney.
Yeah.
And we had a couple come in for a consult because their Rottweiler had swallowed something. So we took X-rays. We booked him into surgery, and then through surgery we realised that it's a G-banger that it swallows.
Dogs do love to eat knickers, don't they? They really do.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the catch was we handed the knickers in a bag to the lady afterwards of the couple, and she later came to us and said those were not her knickers.
No. Oh, you're kidding.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Wow.
Yes, so we're thinking it was a bit of a saucy situation.
Oh, no.
What a way to be found out.
Oh, my God. That is...
Yeah.
You've been snitched on by the dog, Shaun. How do you feel about that?
I mean, you'd be that flat.
Yeah.
You'd be that flat. I've got away with this. I'll clean up all the details.
Yes.
There's nothing around that's going to bring me undone
no
here.
incriminating evidence
not a
except for
thing.
what's inside the dog.
And
Also, can we talk about the fact? So you take you remove these knickers have been inside a dog. You put them into a bag. She takes it home. I would just throw that in the bin.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You can keep
the
that.
fact that then she's looked at them and gone, oh,
No, they're
these
not
aren't mine. and they covered in a dog's insides. You know what I mean?
That is a ripper.
But what about him? He's probably copped a call from the missus, the other chick he hooked up with.
I
and
can't find my knickers. Where's my
can't find my knickers, and he'd be looking
No,
everywhere.
don't worry about
The
it.
bed,
Not
everywhere,
here.
Ross.
Yeah, he'd be stressed the entire time. Last place you look is inside the dog.
Yeah.
Olivia, what a great story. Thank you. You hang there. Rhiannon's in Port Kennedy. Hello.
Hello.
All right, talk to us about a really awkward vet visit you had to make.
Yeah, sure. We had this little guinea pig for my daughter, and his name was Goody. And he was super cute, so we decided to start taking him to guinea pig shows.
Wow, okay.
And it was hilarious. And he was actually a champion. He was a little winner.
Oh,
and, yeah, he won lots of prizes. And then one day, my daughter went to get him in the morning from his hutch, and she brought him in and said, "What's this?" And we realised that he had a bit of a prolapse, and his willy had come all the way out from the inside out. I don't know how it happens.
He turned his willy inside out. Is that a thing?
He turned his... Yeah, well, apparently. So I was freaking out, so I rushed him to the vet.
Yeah.
And they sort of looked at it and said, well, we don't really know what to do here because people don't normally bring their guinea pigs to the vet.
Yeah.
No. Here you go, but it's a show guinea pig.
Yeah, this is a champion.
That's right. You know, my daughter loved him. Anyway, basically, he stayed for the whole day, and they called me to come and get him, and they sent me home with a little sample pot of lube and a rubber glove. So, and showed me how to just poke it back in when it fell out.
When it fell out! When his willy fell out!
When his willy fell out. But he died the next day.
Oh,
that's a sad story.
That is a sad.
Yeah, well, with a smile on his face.
Yes. Oh, that raises a lot of questions, that story.
It really does.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, can I ask you, Rhiannon?
What are you going to ask her?
No, well...
She's not coming around with the rubber gloves, Sean.
You still got that lube? No. Where did you discover that you go, this guinea pig is so good looking, Goody the guinea pig, so good looking, I'm going to find somewhere to show... And this is happen regular where there's a showing of a guinea pig?
There's actually a guinea pig club, and you can show your guinea pigs. So after he died, we got another one, which was mine. I got him for Mother's Day, called Kevin, and he took out even more prizes.
Wow.
Whoa.
Kevin.
Yeah. So
Is there a lot of grooming involved? You have to brush them all the time to get them show ready?
Not really. I think they only won because we were new, but guinea pig clubs and guinea pig people, it's a whole new breed of people.
We need to jump into this, the world of guinea pig people.
The world of guinea pig. Yeah, professional guinea pig.
I had a heap
showers.
of them. I remember they were living on my balcony for ages. One was called Michael Jackson. I remember that. Bit of black and white in him.
Yeah.
Anyway, they just lived the life on the balcony.
Where are they living their life, though? Is a balcony where a guinea pig should be living its
Actually, they
life?
had no view, so just cars driving past.
Thanks, Rhiannon. You hang there. Nikki's in Gin. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
All right, we're talking about really awkward vet visits. What have you got for
Okay,
us?
so I was also a veterinary nurse.
You've
Sorry,
said it all.
It's a vet nurse story.
This is great.
And so we were just doing a simple sterilisation on a female cat. And all the surgery went well. I was assisting the vet. This was back 20 years ago when you didn't have to wear gloves and all that sort of thing. And we stitched the cat back up, and I had recently just got engaged. And I've looked at my hand and realised my ring's missing. And
Nikki.
Had to say to the vet, I think that my ring might be inside the cat. And sure enough, we've done an X-ray. The owners are coming to pick their cat up. We had to make up an excuse that we were a bit late doing surgery and had to open the cat back up, and there is my engagement ring.
Are you kidding?
That is terrible.
It was inside the cat, and I never lived that one down. That's for sure.
No, there would
in
be...
the cat's uterus.
Literally. Well, it wasn't in the uterus anymore. was it?
Yeah, in the abdominal cavity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yes.
Now we went.
My God.
Yes. Every vet nurse in the city would like to reiterate they now wear gloves.
Yeah.
That is
Great.
next
They were
level.
Great stories,
They were
everybody.
epic.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.